after all that.
Okay.
Wait.
Well, I
All right.
think the stream just now went live. So, okay. So, how we doing then?
We found a new CJ.
Huh? We found a new CJ? Wait, CJ's here, dude.
Look at the game.
What the? CJ's here, dude. All right, move to obs. CJ's here. Start game.
All right. Interview, Tony. Tonight, Paco, sorry, we're live, right?
We are live. Yes.
All right, Tony, Captain Huevos Picantes. Thanks for your team to showing up on time. Thanks for all your team members here tonight. Tonight was a messy schedule, but how are you feeling right now?
This guy's buttering me up, dude. I'm trying to take that rage into the game. I'm just happy we're finally getting to play. I feel like all our games this season have been spread out by like 10 days, unfortunately. So we're hyped, baby. We're hyped.
Field reporter Squid, and any pregame hype you want to share with Tony, or pregame anger you want to butter him up?
I got no anger. I was super excited for this game, and I'm happy that it's kicking off.
Somebody's got to give him the spicy egg, bro. His team name's literally Spicy Eggs.
I'm ready to spice.
All right, Tony, give us a score. What do you predict from this game? How bad are you going to beat this team?
Let's see. I got a good lineup. Dan's here now. Maybe like 35, because we're going to kick all extra points, to 20, because they're going to fail at 2-point.
Who's going to get better wide receiver stats, you or CJ?
I don't know if CJ's mentally stable, so I'm going to say me.
Who could hold their liquor better, you or CJ?
CJ for sure, dude. That guy's 4 locoed up, baby. Let's get it. All right, I think we're ready.
You're ready, Tony.
Thanks for your services, brothers.
Yes, sir. Good luck.
All right.
All right, throw up that stream, baby.
There we go. Shoutouts to Cheeky Juan, who is proving that the chat feature is actually working. I guess we can switch over to the game screen. All right. Despite... Oh, wait, I guess I should actually stream in Discord. Let's get that going yet again.
Thank you.
Share your screen. That one. Go live. Boom. All right. So this is round 1 of the playoffs, and we are in the traditional setting where we get into the lobby and stare at each other for about 10 minutes. Green bars across the board. I'm Popgun, joined by Blue Squid, who is sad that they couldn't commentate with me, but now get the opportunity to do so not 5 minutes later.
Yes, sir. It's fate. I'm excited. I love Popgun's commentary style, and looking forward to commentating with the rest of the crew.
And we got the start down, the countdown timer, so we're actually going to get going here. Here we go.
Let's
Phoenix
fucking
D.
go.
It's real.
Phoenix D versus Huevos, the Team Egg team. I called them so hot in the preseason.
All right. So you want to do a lineups, Popgun?
So on the side of the Eggs, we got Smith at quarterback, T.O. at wide receiver, M.A. representing the running back position, and Phoenix D, who chose to be the away team, I believe. Jeps at quarterback, DT number 88, H.A. C.J. back from the dead to play at the wide receiver position. And Dan is going to be rolling at the running back and seems to be blitzing to start off this drive, as the Eggs are going to be having the ball first.
All right, let's go ahead and turn off those fake rates as well if we can.
And
I think
how do we do that? We on
the green one, the green computer.
Oh, computer. Okay. There we go.
Yes, sir. We're starting with a quick slant up, it looked like.
Sorry, Parker, can you also turn off the offensive team's race so that you select Jeffster?
So
oh, sorry, no, not Jeffster. Smith, GITM. Yeah.
Okay, so that should.
Yeah.
We all set here?
Yep.
Looks perfect.
Right.
Thank you.
And it looks like it's a classic slant down post down, and it's going to the slant.
Whoa.
Oh, and
What?
he almost dropped it. Everybody's a little psychologically on edge from that what happened with CJ, so
That was
keep that in
MA
mind.
kind of wondering to themselves, wait, why am I this wide open? That doesn't seem right. Ultimately works out. Reverse.
Very good reverse from MA. Let's see where it goes. Might be a sack, but he gets it off in time. It might be a tutty as well. Oh my God, a great. Oh, he gives a great touchdown, great play to open that up, and it's only taken 2 minutes to get that touchdown. Great work from Smith. The return, baby.
Tio picking up, leaving the VC, our Caster Couch VC, with a pre-interview, and then immediately striking with about an 80, 70-yard strike into the end zone, opting to kick the field goal 7-0. I guess I should update the score for this as well.
Yeah, they can see it on the screen as well. Oh, you mean on Discord? Yeah.
Oh, that is the wrong team. Oh, we gotta move here. These kids are playing too fast for me. 0. Oh, shout out to Money, who's always streaming whenever I'm commentating, so I don't have to. There we go. We're all set. Okay.
Well, and an early run here from Jeffster, who's known as the Michael Vick of our league.
That's about a 20-yard run from Jeff. Talking a lot of noise in the pre-show of the first game that we thought we were going to have. Gave us a big emotional story about their friend. Their best friends, stuff about that. Coming in.
This is a great storyline.
With something to play. Why does that keep popping up? I'm not hitting any buttons right there. Avoiding the sack. Completion, yeah?
Great play, great patience all around. Way to not get sacked as well.
That was CJ making the catch. So, returning from the grave to make that one. Making it look easy, and they're already in the red zone.
I forgot who said they were going to get better stats, CJ or Tony. What Tony said?
Well, Tony's got a 70-yard touchdown and 2 catches
he does.
so far, so you can't beat.
That's why we got to be on the lookout.
On the wide receiver watch tonight, boys.
Yes, sir. Great toss-up. Jeff loves doing that. And let's see if it yields a TD. It does.
Better block by CJ to allow Dan to slip
Great block. Great run from Dan. Way to be patient, running straight up and getting that touchdown. Trusting the blockers. Not going backwards. That's what it's about.
Offensive player of the year in the running shows that he can do more than just catching.
That's right.
The stats that don't show up on the stat sheets.
Yeah.
The key blocks right there. So we're tied. It's been less than 5 minutes, and we've already had 2 touchdowns by both teams. We're on pace.
This is going to be an explosive game. Explosive.
There's another catch by Tony. Get another first down right here. So they're in touchdown range basically. This is where they scored last time. Gonna need some better deep coverage from the side of Phoenix D.
Oh, that was a critical sack by Dan. Great sack.
So we will keep. I don't have the brain capacity to keep track of all these stats, but I can at least keep track of sacks. So that is the first one of the night of either side. Brings up second and basically where they started the drive at.
Both players going up for Tony, and it looks like it might be an icon or a run, just a little run. I think that might have been a broken play there. They just covered the sideline, so Smith opting not to throw. It's a close game, keeping his nerves about him.
Yeah, you don't want to make mistakes. Well, I mean, that's such an obvious thing. Great commentary, Popgun. But, I mean, yeah, everything was covered initially, like those first couple of looks. So, yeah, might as well just
great shell D
a little bit. Right
from this
now,
team.
you have a little bit of
great icon. Good eyes on Smith, being patient with that icon.
So that was either a busted coverage or it was like, look, they got so far to go. Let's just make sure we cover the deep guy, and then
Yeah,
they go short. We'll give it up because who cares? Just let
the
them go.
communication not there to figure out who goes short and who stays deep. Great play, but better. Oh, great catch.
Catch.
Great catch. I was gonna say better coverage, but a cutback, accusation. That's a serious one coming from Jeff Stern.
An
It's
unwritten
like a
rule.
post down. Oh,
Uh-oh.
post up.
Oh
He
my
got me.
God.
Is this a PP?
Already.
Holy, he's gonna come off it.
Well,
Yep. Well, Tony, your stat prediction might be true. What say you, Pop Gun?
Tony is on pace for, let's see.
He said it. 400 yards on
He
the
said
way.
it.
And
He
Tony is.
said-
This is true. Tony's on pace for a 10 touchdown receiving game so far. So we'll see if that holds up. But there's some serious defensive issues. Hey, you get deep. No, you get deep. Well, okay.
Yes,
one
sir.
of us has to get on the wide receiver. But right now, the good news is for Phoenix D, there wasn't that much of an issue marching down the field themselves last time. Let's see if they can respond yet again.
To add some flavor to the game, you know, we all know CJ's been very vocal about why he deserves wide receiver of the year, and Tony, who's been, playing multiple positions this season, has said that if Smith was QB all season, that he would be the number one stat receiver of the league, and he's showing us why. And it's a great battle, and I don't know what happened on defense for the Phoenix D, but the closest player on both of those touchdowns were CJ.
Almost an interception.
Great block
by
on the
Tony
mini
as
90.
well.
It's hard to block those mini 90s. Tony really locked in right now. You can tell with the reflexes. It looks like he's in a rhythm offensively and defensively right now.
Third down.
Looks
Nothing
like
going so far on this drive. Rolling up.
the Wraith is
Far
moving,
away.
it seems. And that might be yeah. Great catch, great improv from Jeff's team. That's just how they roll. Jeff is a Wraith mover, so he loves coming up with those improv plays.
What were you saying, Squid, about the patrolling Wraith?
I think it's awful. I think it's awful, but I think it's good if you patrol half of the end zone, but Jeff does it in quarters, and I'm not a fan of that. But let's not bring my hate to the spotlight, and let's focus on this great run by Dan.
Another great block. Able to split the defenders initially to get the first down. More blocking coming into play.
Yes, Dan really popping off here as well. Dan looking for the icon, and he gets it.
They're just not covering this short route right here, which I assume is by design. It's okay. We don't want the home run ball. We want to play them in goal line. So, and it's just their own time that they're kind of wasting. Well, not really wasting it, but it's going to be a longer time on the drive, which might work into their favor because then that keeps the ball out of.
Great lure from Jeff to open that up for the wide receiver, rolling down, dragging the blitzer down. Great play by Jeff.
Now
It looks like they're chunking away.
Mostly into the red zone. One more first down they can get. Actually, they can get 2 more first downs technically. But within striking distance here, that's going to be a sack. The second
Big first
drive.
sack. Yeah, big sack by MA. Or second, sorry. Yeah, big second sack by MA. This kind of messes with the rhythm here. And you have to think that they're going to go short here. Because you don't want to be third and long. Yep, and there it is. And just like that, Dan is going off this game on these tosses and these runs.
Again, they're getting good blocks set up as well.
Yeah.
So it's not just the pitch and catch, but the boosts that Dan has are at the perfect time to kind of get past the defender, and then everyone's coming in to get blocks at the right time. First and
Right.
goal, gonna run it here.
I think he crossed accidentally right there and lost his units. But yes, just like you were saying, he's trusting his teammates, trusting the block, not trying to be too fancy. Fake wildcat and pitch up. What a great design play. Knowing that Dan's been running and hammering it in, he does a fake, rolls back down, and lets Dan get that slant.
And that's so hard to kind of defend when you're
Yeah.
just kind of like, it seemed like they were on there on the island. I don't know if there's probably a spy coming from mid as well. But it's like, yeah, do I stop the run? And if I bite on that, are they going to throw it up there? And
Yeah.
well, we're
Great
tied.
psychological play from Jester.
14,
But we know this team
14.
is slinging. They're slinging.
Ooh.
They're slinging. Oh, that almost gave me a heart attack, MA. I know sometimes when you see that, you can.
It's the second time MA tries to. It seems like MA's trying to make one-handed catches out there.
I think so. He's Odell Beckham out
I'm
there.
so wide open.
We
It's
got,
unbelievable. But
the
here we go. Another
post
big
down 90 up,
shot play.
or just a long 90. I missed it, but great play regardless. Way to get those yards.
Another big catch. And this is where you got to be thinking defensively, Phoenix D. Okay, how are we going to make sure we keep this wide receiver from burning us a third time in this half?
Yeah, yeah. You think Tony's gonna try to get a quick one here, or you think they're gonna chunk it and try to hold it to get the last touchdown? Another great icon
Tony
from Tony.
opted to go back. Jeffsters looked like was covering deep that time. Instead, decided to come back, get a nice 9-yard gain, set up second and short.
It looks like I can't tell if Smith is gonna try to milk it here, or it's 5 minutes. I think he's just going whatever he feels. Might be an icon wide receiver here. It's lagging a lot though. Let's see.
That's Dan getting yet another sack. That'd be the second one that I've at least seen right here. But yeah, this is where you got to start thinking. The ball is going to be starting on Phoenix D for the second half. You got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. You want to be the final team to score.
Right. Yeah. Great icon. The perfect catch to kind of get that extra boost and get the first down. That was key. A lot of rookie players not really making that butt catch, but Tony is a vet, and he's showing why.
First down across the 50-yard line. Wide receiver going with a little
Perfect 90, no cutback this time, and he takes it out of bounds.
Yeah, it went out of bounds right there too.
Maybe scared of the fumble. I'm not sure. I think you'd want to use time here.
There's a lot of time to work with if they were to score soon for Phoenix D.
Yeah. Luring away.
Can just run it here. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it is really great. Way to not force it, Smith. Great play.
And the clock starts to run here. We'll see how they play it. With our little play clock reaver moving down here. They're not going to let it go down. They're opting to get the play off. That's trouble.
And that's just Jeff. Jeff knows those. Jeff knows to cover those.
It was almost a 2v1 with the wide receiver, I believe, coming down to contest that as well. But maybe going for the same thing to set up something there. Instead, it's the running back. Jeff again on the block.
Yeah.
On an
I think
island here on the bottom.
MA might have been able to get that if he cut early, but just great anticipation from Jeff.
That brings up third down. The clock's still stopped right here.
A lot of third downs. Great mini 90. Optimal yards, but they're still about 4 yards away.
By the way, Dan and CJ has switched. Dan is now covering the top side, and CJ that is the blitzing position. You know, Jeff likes to switch things up, but here comes fourth down. Is everything covered? Maybe? Possibly? Looks like it. Turnover on downs. A defensive stand by somebody.
Yes, that's the first time this happened this game.
Shorter field. And a lot of teams like playing that kind of goal line. Maybe not when the ball's like on the 1 or 2, but when you're like about 10, 12 yards out, a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about giving up the deep play because there is a lot of room behind you to work with. Jeff getting a lot of
And that is another double deep that happened with his teal defense and getting the easy icon. But honestly, they don't care because there's only a minute 40 left.
And if Phoenix D scores here, even a field goal, they get the ball right back to start the second half. Minute 30 left to go.
Oh, they can't icon this time. Is it going to be a down? He cannot take this sack. He cannot take it. He needs to move the Wraith deep, throw it, and pray.
Okay,
yep, there it is. That's a great
grounding.
that is
number 10.
That is a
That is
vet
a loss
move
of down.
from 10 v Young, baby.
But no, that was definitely a oh shit. Nobody's here. Let me move the Wraith back and just chuck it to the Wraith just to get it out of here.
Oh, this is a play that Jeff loves to run. No pun intended. Great way to go out of bounds.
Get out of bounds, stop the clock, save a timeout. They used 1, so they got 2 left to work with here. Getting into field goal range at the minimum would be the goal here.
Yeah. Let's see what teal team tries to jump here to try to stop the field goal or the touchdown. Let's see what they opt for.
Going for the side.
Oh, and it looks like they might be. Yep, they've just reached field goal range. Just reached it.
Didn't get out of bounds, so that brings up the second timeout now. But yeah, they are in striking range. And the question is, are they going to try to go for it right here? Maybe get a little bit closer, or
Wildcat.
Oh, wow.
What? Really confident in Dan here. For a 30-yard.
A bit of an awkward pickup there. Ultimately, they're lucky they were able to grab it all together. But yeah, what a risky call with the time that was left.
Reverse psychology here from Jeff, thinking they might throw and maybe they get a great yak play, but really snuffed out from the teal team.
MA having none of it. Sitting down right there. Jeff not going to cross the line. Oh, what the heck
that's an interception. No 3-point. The one thing you could, yep. Tell him.
In comparison, maybe the Wildcat play isn't looking so bad right now.
That's right, Pocket.
Man.
Talk to him. Tell him. That is just a shame.
Well, mistakes are going to happen. And that one's going to be possible.
If they get the top, oh my God, why is he throwing that with 4 seconds left?
So this should be barring any blocking.
Maybe it's
should be.
Oh my God! Oh, okay. All right. Woo. I don't know if Smith didn't know about the time or he just felt like
they know it was for the stats.
Okay. I didn't know we were doing postseason awards for stats.
We're not doing any postseason awards, but we are recording them.
Okay. Well, there we go. We're trying to get MA that Rookie of the Year, baby. Let's get those running back stats up.
We are going to have a sub. I'm assuming it's coming from the side of the Eggs because there's no way Phoenix D's has a 4th player ready to go after all the waiting that we've gone through tonight.
It's Mr. Lemnos coming all the way, playing from all the way from Greece.
Oh,
yes, sir.
That is a very early Wednesday morning where that one's taking place there. So stops, fireworks early from both teams, racing to 14 points each. A turnover on downs in the red zone for the Eggs. Phoenix D marching down the field and just throwing one away. Yeah. So you got to be wondering, okay, do you just let that go? Do you come back? Do you respond with a nice drive here to start off the second half?
Here for my second half interview.
Hey, 2 deep bombs to start off the game.
Deep bombs.
How's
God
it-
bless you, all right?
400.
400 on the way.
We're
I'm a
gonna
little scared.
see.
I'm getting absolutely pooped on defense, but hopefully Lem helps me fix that.
We made some comments about that as well. Them double deeping and
You
not
see
stopping the icon. Yeah.
those blocking plays, man? I was just getting thrown into the ground, fighting for my life.
Those are some strong older men on the other team. that man is a father blocking out
Gosh,
there. He's
dang
got
it.
that
Father
dad
strength.
strength. That's right.
How's it going in here? You guys having a good time?
We're having
Playoffs?
a great
Yeah.
time. It's a fun, very fast-paced game. It's so good that Dan can even join back into the lobby.
Yeah, it's
I guess we might be using MA if Dan can't play with Lem, but we shall see.
oh yeah. We'll see about the clash.
It would be a monumental moment for Blitz if someone's playing from Greece.
Multi-continent. Is anybody from Canada
That's the
this year?
debut, yeah. Yeah, we got a bunch of Canadians, but
Oh, you missed it, Poppin. It's all the way at the top.
Risk?
I tricked him, dude.
The eggs.
Oh.
Yeah, eggs risking.
Yeah, Risk. We're streaming Risk second half, boys. Get ready.
Risk at 1.99 speed. We're all for
There it
that.
is. That helps it a
Shotgun
little bit.
is not
All day
going to
long.
be the quarterback for this game.
You don't want a quarterback?
Unfortunate.
I do not.
This is his
Jeff-
debut, dude.
Jeff is doing pretty good. We'll let that keep
All right,
going.
guys, keep holding it down. Love you.
All right. We are tied 14-14. Phoenix D will get the ball to start the second half. Hopefully the RNG will work out until we can get this in. Now, we see green across the board as well, so there's not any... Maybe no shenanigans with that. I played Blitz all night, no lag. I guess that is something to keep in mind.
That is the classic excuse. So we'll see if it holds up. Oh, Dan putting some expletives in the chat. We'll blur that out for the viewers at home.
This is... By the way, shout outs to the people who are viewing this one.
We have
man,
Ian,
now I gotta re-click all these
Viper's
things.
Malice. Always
There
here.
is the Blitz super fan that will hopefully play next season.
What? Look at my overlay. What is going on
I have never seen that before.
here? My
I
overlay.
have never seen that before.
What in the world?
Oh, I think it's a little bit below your instead of.
I see
no,
it.
it's still not popping up.
What the?
I see it. It's like see-through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
hit,
see-through.
like my options. Okay, my options to turn it off are still there. They're just invisible.
Yeah, they're just invisible. Yeah.
Can you hit WE? Okay, perfect. As
Yeah,
long as
yeah,
you can
he
do
did
that.
it.
All right. So.
Oh my god. Blocking and stalling the game, a psychological tactic by a wily veteran Lemnos
All
from
right.
Greece.
So let me see. Where's the? Yeah, it's little see-through graphic right here. So this is Lemnos coming in at running back. MA making one-handed catches. It's gonna be
It's thumbed out because of it.
Showboating a little bit too much.
I think that was Eli Manning who subbed out his own player for doing a one-handed catch.
I think that
believe
was
is the story.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton
subbed
Manning,
in
yeah,
about
Peyton.
Austin
Yep.
Collie or one of those players.
Yes,
They're like,
Austin.
you trying
Yeah.
to make a catch like this, you can sit on the bench.
And then the coach tried to put him in, but he still benched him. He said, "I can't get in the game, coach." Peyton benched me.
I forget what player, but yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they're waiting for it to hit 20. Lem singing a Greek national anthem right there. Just waiting for us to.
Well, the Olympics
to
just
start this up.
ended. Originating from Greece. No, thank you. I don't want that popping up every 30 seconds.
Back in his house, dealing with some real life issues from Greece. All right, they're gonna take the sack, and here we
We're
go.
playing. Phoenix D, lemon flavored eggs, tied 14 apiece. Phoenix D with the awkward interception, hoping to bounce back from it.
Yep, and the classic reverse to Dan. This is straight out of the Young playbook. It's been working all game.
Not enough for the first down, but it does bring up a second and short. Dan was too far away from the blockers that time around, but you saw him cut back in towards the mid to try to get some blocking support.
Yeah, we're seeing some pings up from Jeffster here. Curious what this play is going to be. Wide receiver coming up, but it's not. It might be a forced icon here, a Wraith move back. He's scrambling very well, though.
Oh,
icon. Great icon.
Dan coming back and able to get it. It looked like Dan was just, or Jeff was just going to go for it.
Oh my goodness.
Cutting back into the blockers.
Look at these optimal yards. Really trusting the blockers and getting those extra 5.
Just give the ball to Dan and just let them do their thing. It's a team effort.
Also, shout out to Dan for knowing to come back at that spacing for that icon, bailing Jeff out. Great read from Dan. Synergy from Jeff as well.
Yeah, when Jeff was up there, there's just nothing going. Everybody's slightly covered. Looked like they were just going to run for it this time. Dan opting to just get out of bounds, taking the first down.
Getting the first here. I'm noticing a difference in style and play in that Jeff is doing a lot of runs, a lot of short plays, not really slinging it like Smith this game. It's very interesting game of styles here.
Jeff completely on the opposite side of everybody to throw to.
That's the Jeff has great legs, even for a father.
Yeah,
this man is a runner.
We'll see how awake Limnos is. Let's try to beat the corner right there. Get about 5 yards, bring up second down. But yeah, I wonder what the design of that was. Typically, you don't see your quarterback rolling away from both of your receivers.
That's right. I think it was a miscommunication route-wise. Let's see what this is. It looks like a post down, slant down, but RB's coming up, but it's just a run. It's just a run.
Depending on where that Wraith was, there might have been something there, but I think it was more of a post something. And just trying
doing a really good job of covering deep this half from the teal team.
First down on the egg side of the field here. What might be one of the longest drives time-wise so far in the game. We're approaching about 4 minutes.
That's true. Cut back mid for the RB and an easy first. Way to attack mid.
Moving the ball. Once again, give the ball to Dan, and things are happening. Wiggling their way down to the field. Another first down.
Yeah. And we were seeing all these consecutive short plays, really chunking it down. And we see another one here. Really trusting Dan. Just getting a couple yards there. But still, I think the momentum is on the blue team side.
Looking to erase that one mistake. If they get a touchdown right here, they can move forward. Shoutouts to Coco, who's playing Super Mario Brothers.
That's right. And Dark Zero for signing in.
I don't even know who half these people are anymore. We just
this is
run it again? Yeah.
I don't know if this is a designed run. Everyone seemed to be chilling in the middle. I think trying to lure away and giving them that wall sneak. They really need 1 yard here, so opens up a lot of plays to work. Because the blitzer has to be here. Yep.
To MA's credit, he did get 2 sacks for the first half that they was in.
That's right.
Limnos giving the spine here, giving a little bit of space.
Yeah.
Now
great zone coverage from that shuttle. Great zone coverage, getting that whole bottom zone. It's mid. I don't know if he moved it there or was there the whole time. Great cut up from Dan. That was masterful. Slipping through those teams.
More great blocks. I think that was a Wraith that got moved. I think initially it was that, and then recognizing, let's move the Wraith right there, throw it to you. You can move down to it so we don't have to do the icon. Move right back up. I'm already up top here, so I can just scroll right down and get the blocks. It's, yes, Dan's making some great plays, but the blocking technique by both
it's a team effort
and CJ are just opening up all these lanes for Dan to just walk all over the field. 21-14, first lead for Phoenix State.
That is multiple running touchdowns for Dan so far as well. very good for any RB. You love to see that.
And now the response from the eggs. They've had 2 deep pass plays. What? Oh,
Looks like Jeff looking to cover deep there, but gives up that 90, which is completely okay. To control this game, they're up 7. They just got to play smart.
I wonder if because of those 2 deep plays, that's why Dan was like, CJ, you get up there. I'm going to start covering this. We're going to leave the deep to Jeff right there, picking up the first down as the quarterback yet again finds a way past. 2 different blitzers here. I think Dan's the only one to get sacks and MA both getting sacks. Both of them either on the bench right now or off playing coverage. So it's opened up the door for these quarterbacks to be
a little bit more running.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Dan just so confident in his own coverage, he just opted to switch. And that's a crucial sack. Not the biggest deal on second down, but still it stops the momentum a little bit. And we'll see if they opt to go for a super short play here or risk it all.
12 minutes left to go in the game. The defensive personnel switch definitely hasn't made a difference on that. There's some lag showing up there at the worst time.
Great throw. Great mini 90 down. Smith loves to throw a short play to get out of that bind. But if that sack doesn't happen, they don't need that short play. So that's the effect of getting that sack early by CJ. Looks like down icon for wide receiver. He catches it. And let's see if he can get some extra yards. He does.
But it's definitely let's make sure they don't beat us deep. That's the advantage of when you score those deep ones early on. Might open up the door for these wide open short routes. So when you need a first down, it's there for you.
Looks like RB tried to bait that icon there to no avail. He could have thrown it, but I think Dan was just spying and scared Smith a little bit. Good nerves from Smith, not forcing it and potentially leading to that end, which would be devastating.
CJ taking advantage of this good coverage. That's 2 sacks so far in this drive.
Yeah.
As we are, I was about to say, it was just a matter of time before somebody pointed out. It's getting a little choppy out there. Oh, and I think we just
it's our friend from Greece. It's getting a little laggy out here.
The drop screen don't lie. Hopefully, it's been in chunks, so hopefully it's just like clears up. We can get these next 10 minutes in, but.
And while we're waiting, I'd like to hammer in something that you brought up last time. With this great coverage with Dan and Jeff, it's opening up a lot of sacks from CJ. And so I think that switch from Dan defensively to put him on blitzer was a really great decision. And it's been working out for them so far.
So far, second down, ball technically on Phoenix D side of the field. Now we see a little bit.
This looks like a broken play. Jeff staying a little bit too deep for my liking. Opens up that topside play. Otherwise, great defense though, and great patience by Smith.
So that wasn't really cover 2. Maybe there's some. Jeff likes to make a lot of different defensive calls in like the last second. He's just like right before the high. We're doing hacks. We're doing hacks. Double blitz. Wait, what? Okay. You saw Dan kind of spying right there that time around. This time switch back to a traditional cover 2. Oh,
we'll see. Might be an great sack. I don't think anything was open right there, and that just opens the door for the sack.
3rd sack this drive for CJ, and that one a little bit more significant as this brings up a second and slightly longer here. You need to get some yardage out of this to set up a 3rd and not so annoying.
Great mid play. Way to open that up. And Smith opting for a improv play here. We'll see if he RB icons or he just takes the loss of yards.
I think he ended up running out of bounds right there. Couldn't really icon the running back because Dan was just kind of waiting on it, baiting it out. Wide receiver a little bit too far away, depending on wherever that Wraith was set up. But that brings up 4th down a little bit longer than what the 3rd they had. And you don't want to get a
Right.
back-to-back turnover on downs, which is what they're facing right here. Just throw it to Tony.
Great throw. Great trust that he has in Tony there, knowing that he'll pull off that catch.
So here we go. Fresh set of downs in the red zone. We got the stop last time. Phoenix D. Can the Eggs break through this defense right here? They got Tony up on top here.
A
but I think
cut
that was the
in,
play. It was
and that's open.
long.
No, that was a great design play. Baiting them all up. You need to have great synergy with your other player to get that in, and they got it in. They knew when to cut, when to throw. He reacted on the throw as well. All around great play.
Nice work. Even if it was a slant up, it would have been open. Basically beat them twice. Unless they were kind of like, I mean, even if they were sitting on this one, they missed that as well. So just
Right.
a nice play on 1st down to get the score. Now here's the problem. Tie game. That was a good kind of lag through there. The ref tried to block that. What the hell's that?
He tries.
It is.
It's your ball.
Do sub out. Oh, sub
Not
out
sure what's going on.
Limnos for the final drive with 7.
Oh, for the lag, I think. Yeah. Good manners from the teal team offering that up.
There's been a lot of good manners going on tonight. Let's be real. I think it's okay as long as it doesn't get any worse. So they're playing on with this. They took them about 5-6 minutes to score on the last drive the Phoenix D had. If they do that again here, they'll likely win the game with how much time is left on the clock.
Yeah.
And
what do you guys think about this switch? We have Lem now in coverage and Tony's at blitz.
I am not sure why. I thought Tony prided himself on having better defense.
Well,
but Lem is the defensive player of the year. So
So 2 things there. One, Tony, I believe, came in the pre-show or before the second half and was kind of talking about some of the coverage, getting beat a little bit too many times. But also, it's not really the coverage that's the issue. It's the fact that they're just blocking all this time. So maybe it could come down to, hey, if I can get Jeff before all these shenanigans get set up, or maybe I can spy something so that we don't get into all these scenarios where Dan gets the ball and then there's just this army ready to just kind of waltz them into the end zone. That could be what they're going with here. Also, Jeff was running free, did not get sacked once by Limnos in that drive.
That's true.
I thought it was an interesting switch, but also right now, the Phoenix D is moving the change relatively quick, and could we see them slow it down now?
We'll see. Jeff is a notorious milker, so we'll see if he's picking up the milk or delivering it.
Both players boosting at the same time. Big hit. Potential for fumble, but stays on. Good job by Dan keeping both hands on the ball, I guess, as we bring up 2nd down. Moving rather quickly.
Wide receiver moving back up, and it wasn't deep top. It was just regular top, and an unfortunate just got his boost at the last second there.
Dan falling asleep in the end zone, probably just didn't have a race set up in there. But still brings up 3rd down after the incomplete pass.
I think trying to pull him deep, but it was open regardless. Up, down, up from RB. He forces the throw for some reason. He doesn't even look.
Player of the year, boys. Did we just witness that or what?
Lem with a great read. I think Lem really catching a pattern on Jeff, and just sometimes you just got to guess right one time. And great job from Lem. It looks like this. Oh, yeah, it's just a 90 up.
That was unbelievable.
I'll be dead ass. I thought the teal team was on offense on that play. I thought it was a pass to
Yeah,
Lemnos.
because you saw how
Yeah.
in position Lemnos
It,
was.
it looked
Yeah.
like it was a screen to Lemnos. And I was
Jeff
like, oh,
Jeff
wait a
has
minute,
been
that's an
running that.
interception.
He's been
Because
running that this whole game, and Lem is caught on.
and a
That is
double,
Defensive Player of the Year.
or it looked like a double. It was a fake double blitz or maybe a hex of some sort.
Wow,
Oh
perfect
my
catch and
God.
boost from Tony. Perfect catch and boost.
Tony's been playing an unbelievable game from start to finish, guys. That was this game has been crazy.
So I wonder if Jeff is going to start calling some more aggressive defensive, like we got to just gamble and hope we can stop them right here, because otherwise they're just going to kick a field goal in the next minute or so, and it's GG at that point. Need to get some sacks here, force a turnover.
RB getting ready for the icon in case. Oh wait, no, it's not an icon. It's just up.
And stays in bounds, more importantly there.
Yeah.
2
Now
minute
they can
warning
field
coming
goal
up.
if they need to. What is the score for the viewers at home?
It is, oh, it's 21 apiece.
Yeah. So you got to think if blue team had that field goal, they wouldn't be so scared right now because they can milk. Teal team can milk right here.
That is the 2 minute warning stopping the clock here, but it's first down and already in field goal winning range. You just don't want to turn it over.
Oh,
You're
a
fine
sack.
taking
They got a
sacks.
timeout here. Yep. Great timeout.
You're fine taking sacks. And really that was more of like a goal line or like line of scrimmage sack. So like maybe he loses a yard, but still more importantly, timeout gone. This is the set of downs that you need to win on if you're Phoenix D and you want to win this one.
Oh,
That's going to be a first
Wow.
down.
And they get the first. They
there it
get the
is.
first. If and 1 minute 23, I think at this point, if they really want to, they can milk. But Smith, being the gentleman he is, he's probably going to try to score.
It would. The only reason the Eggs would not win this game is if it was a colossal mistake of some sort.
Yeah, if they threw an int, and I
No
don't think they will.
fumbles.
I don't think they will. Not even a boost. Very smart from Smith.
Don't force it. Just move forward. We're now under 1 minute.
Yeah, I think they're going to wait for the. They're not going to wait for the clock to go down either. No milk at all.
Yeah.
Just lactose intolerant from Smith. And here we go. A touchdown? Dan just runs away and gambles, tries to get the interception, but it was just a run.
No, I think Dan actually just gave it up on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Because if they tackle him, it's just gonna be a field goal, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
getting
So
the
they're
ball
going to try to
back
go for 2 here.
42 seconds. They kick the extra point.
Or try to time. Yeah.
28.
Try for like the jump ball.
In favor of the Eggs. And yep, we are going to see some shenanigans going on in the last 42 seconds. Do they try to get a little bit closer or just take their shot here? Lemnos back on the coverage of the
Oh,
blitz.
is he just
Doesn't really
tossing
blitz
it
at
up?
all.
It's not even
Tossing
a
it up.
long 90 or anything. I think they're just going to toss it up 2 times, I guess.
Can
It's gonna
Mr.
be a 2v2.
CJ pull this off? We get one more shot at this, boys.
Another. So.
Wow.
And yeah, Lemnos might want to. I'm assuming Lemnos might pull off a little bit earlier this time around and just say, let's make it a 3v2 rather than just not commit or whatever.
Right.
So they get the hike off. He's going to go for the blitz to make sure he doesn't have all day to get set up.
Get the safety, Lem.
Oh.
All right, there we go. The season's on the line for Phoenix D right here.
Yes, it is.
And I can't zoom in. There we go.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh.
That's it.
And that's it. That's all she wrote. Looking forward to the stats from this one, but
What a game.
we got some questions prepped. Let's see how everyone's feeling.
Let's give them 30 seconds.
Yeah.
2 costly interceptions, and basically in the red zone from the spine of Phoenix D, and the Eggs just took advantage of that. Tony played an absolutely fantastic game. The whole team did.
Yeah, the whole team.
MA in the first half getting some good sacks. Limnos with the interception. Smith making all those great plays. And more importantly, Smith not making any mistakes. One turnover
Yeah.
on downs. That
Yep.
was it. No interceptions.
No interceptions.
No fumbles. No forcing something that wasn't really there. Just taking care of the ball and just
Very,
winning.
very mature play from Smith, for sure. Dare I say Smith is back? I have to say I predicted that Phoenix D would barely win this one, and I was wrong, and I'm glad that Smith and the whole team really had a great performance. And Lem, Defensive Player of the Year, getting that interception, it was just you couldn't have scripted that better.
And there was seemingly no lag on that last defensive drive either. So both teams got to play pure. Like that wasn't an excuse that could be used, which is good as well. So we don't have to.
Okay, boys, they're
play
ready.
pure blitz. What do we got, Wayne?
Let's go to Phoenix D first.
Did we go to their VC?
I think it just cut out for
Yeah.
a second.
Okay.
Or pop.
Good.
It's okay. We'll talk about it later. Let these guys
Yeah.
do their thing.
All right. A 28-21 win for the Eggs. How we feeling on that one? That was pretty close throughout until it came down to the end.
Oh, dude, it's a rough win. I take accountability, dude. Very fun. But Lem came in and made a really good play versus us at the end there on our final drive.
Yeah, what was that play that was supposed to be called? Was it just kind of like a
was an
screen up
out.
to somebody?
It was an out and out from the hash. And it's like 3rd and 1. So we just, figured we get the first down, keep on moving. But Lem kind of rolled with me, and then when I went to roll back down, instead of him following me, he went right to where we were going with the ball.
The best plays you guys had all night was the blocking. Like I don't know if there is an award for best blocking team, but it would probably have to go to your guys. Were a lot of those things just set up, or was it just so happened somebody caught the ball and there's just two people there for perfect position to make blocks?
I think for the most part it was set up.
No, it wasn't. We didn't practice all week. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. No, yeah, we didn't practice, but the play
Yeah, we
calls
did
were
have a
set
game
up
plan.
to have a good blocker out there. The tosses and the icons. We were talking about it.
Yeah, I think regardless, you guys had a great running game. Dan with a couple of running touchdowns, great performance. Just came down to a couple of plays, and I want to talk about momentum a little bit. It seems like when you guys switched and had CJ blitz, you guys were getting a lot of defensive momentum. Can you walk us through what was the decision making on that, and how you guys felt with that going into the second half?
Yeah, we felt like Dan could handle Smith pretty good, but then kind of the chemistry in the back end between me and CJ wasn't there. So Dan stepped in because I had some good chemistry with him in the past with covering, and then CJ kind of stepped up and got some good moves, and Dan kind of really did a really good job gambling and making sure that he was blocking some stuff. Smith kept on going at the top side, so it was good that Dan was there, and he was just taking what he gave him.
So now that the season is officially over, it's been a weird one for Phoenix D all the way through. What are your thoughts on the season as a whole?
Just being resilient, dude. Gonna get better next year. Got better this year. I mean, fuck, dude. Got CJ, hopefully offensive player of the year. He fucking balled out this year. Dan stepped up big time towards the end of the year here. So we just really wanted to play that second round of the playoffs. And tonight really didn't work out for us to play too well, but we tried to make it happen due to, we had told them this date 10 days ago, so we wanted to try to stick to it as best as we could.
Yeah, I think entering this game, CJ was the headliner. We were all like, "Where's CJ? Where's CJ?" And we really thought this game wasn't going to happen. So we appreciate you guys stepping in. I'm sure it was quite messy and chaotic pre-game, but Dan, you went from CJ being the headliner to you being the guy that was cooking for most of that game. Um, yeah, you had a great game. So what kind of things were you seeing there? And I guess, was that Jeff just being super aware, or were you helping Jeff know where you were going to be at all times? Because, those icons just seem to be there for you all game, and you made big plays after big plays.
Yeah, they were just playing umbrella defense, which means that they were just playing back. So just gave me wide open icons, and then CJ did a really good job on opening those lanes and just being patient with some of those lanes. I think I got ultralist like 5 times, so I should have had 5 fumbles. Should have been a little bit more shiftier in those ways, but yeah, it was just they were playing deep, wide open, short, and we just had to keep on taking advantage of that. And the miscues just bit us in the ass. We just needed to remain patient, and that's the game of blitz. If you turn over the ball, you're gonna lose. So
For sure, absolutely.
Well, regardless, I think you guys played a great game. Aside from those couple of mistakes, they're momentum shifters for sure. But other than that, I think as a unit, you guys played very well. You just got what the defense gave you, like hitting those icons, like you were saying. Um, so yeah, I think still a great performance from you guys. It's just unfortunately, Smith didn't make really any mistakes this game. He played really well, and sometimes that's just how it goes.
you say that we didn't make that many mistakes this game?
No, I was saying that Smith didn't make any mistakes this game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had the two big ones, man. I accidentally clicked Q instead of S on one of the play when we were in the end zone or in the red zone there, and we were going to get a field goal.
Yeah, yeah,
Just trying to get out of bounds, get a field goal, see if it's open deep. And then as I was evading MA, I fucking pressed Q instead of S. So that fucked me over. Um, Big momentum shifter. And then that other one, we were really feeling good about that drive. I felt good about the play. But, Lem's a fucking veteran, dude, and
yeah, yeah.
definitely should have fucking just snuck it, got my first down, kept on going with my life and scored and walked into the next round.
Well, not the result you're looking for, but still a good game to watch overall. And congrats on the season as a whole. Um, is everyone signed up for the next season? What's the thoughts for the future?
Hell yeah, baby.
All right.
CJ, do you have any thoughts for season 3?
My thoughts on season 3 are just that if I'm going to play, I just it's really for me it's going to be really important that I am playing with a team of players who I vibe with, who I want to play with, or otherwise I don't want to play. Those are my thoughts. That's really it. 'Cause I'm pretty unsure about it, but it's just too much. I mean, Money said it too. It's just too much stress, especially if it's this is if you like put your fucking time and mind to this league. Like it's just too much stress. Otherwise,
It was a pretty stressful year for our team as well. A lot of fucking turmoil, a lot of roster moves, a lot of shit going on. Just trying to stabilize and get it going.
Yeah, I'll just wrap it up saying that yeah, Jeff, you did step in. This was formerly the Blue Squid team, and Jeff, you stepped up. You made the team competitive. You made it interesting, and yeah, you got the guys that I think most of us would have expected to be on your team. Um, Maybe not Kurt, but everybody else. But great season overall. Anyone have any last thoughts before We leave you guys to it.
Nah, dude.
Tony played really well. Smith played really well. They all played really well. Good game.
Yeah, dude. They did. Yeah. And when Lem came in, dude, he was definitely a presence. You know, he's the defensive MVP.
Yeah.
And they played well too. They all played well. They just
Dan,
won that game.
Dan, do you have any plans for a
Yeah.
season today?
Just playing, man. I got a lot of stuff that's gonna be changing in real life here pretty soon. So got police academy coming up. So it's just gonna be I'm not gonna captain. Probably don't want to go ahead and quarterback, especially that a lot of people we'll see how competitive next season is, if there's gonna be competitive quarterbacks or not. But yeah, I liked playing RB tonight. I think we played well. We just can't turn over the ball like that. Just can't do that.
All right.
We love you. We love Lem, man. When Young threw that interception to Lem, you should have heard the positivity out of him. It was amazing. Tilted the fuck out of me personally, but
Yeah, it was not very good. It was not very good.
Lem's a hell of a player, dude.
Not very good. Gotta think next play after that happens. But GG's.
All right. Well, GG's to
GG.
you guys. We'll see you around the server.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.
All right. So,
It's
do we have
time.
like 16
Like, I gotta
interviewers?
oh. I was
They have like
waiting.
15 interviewers, yeah.
Blue Squid's X Factor, huh?
We
Who is the
follow
X
Squid.
Factor?
We follow Squid wherever Squid goes.
God bless. Blue Squid.
Well, congratulations on your win. I seemingly made no big mistakes, no major mistakes. Huge touchdowns. Did a bit of a switch on that last drive right there. Lemnos going into coverage. Ended up getting a huge interception that basically ended the game. How we feeling?
We're on cloud 9.
Cloud 10, baby. Cloud 10.
Cloud grease, baby.
You know,
Cloud
there's
grease.
just there's a different level of bragging that is achieved by winning a playoff game. Let me put it in perspective for you guys. CJ, RAR, WCK. None of them have won a playoff game in 2024. It's a big deal, and we're feeling good about it.
Yeah, it's not easy to do. And those list of names you rattled off, that's surprising.
That's right. I mean, I really want to give. I was telling the other team, it's not that they played bad so much as that you guys played so well, and I really want to give Smith his flowers here. You know, he played like the perfect game, no ints at all. Being that you had some rust on you from the games before, you know where is this performance coming from? Tell me about your mindset this game. You know, are you back? The fans need to know.
Oh man, it's just getting back with the eggs. I mean, all four of us. I think that's the luxury we have. We love playing with each other, no matter who's in the lineup. And I think we just trusted each other. They trusted me to kind of not turn the ball over in crunch time and kind of control the clock as well. I mean, we kind of did that. We gave them a chance, but I think we did a good job of just, being safe and taking what they gave us and not giving them a chance to really pull ahead. We're back, baby.
He back.
He back, boys. Smith is back. Spicy eggs are here. So this goes to a question that we had recently, Lem and Squid, on that podcast where we talked about, what should we value more, skill, competency versus chemistry. And I think on that interception, Lem, that you guys basically switched between, I think, you and Tony, and that shows that chemistry between that team that got you guys that game-defining play that you guys really desperately needed. So what do you think about that play, Lem? And what made you switch with Tony? And did Tony ask you to switch, or you just instinctively jumped the route?
I think so. I think we played a lot together, and we talked about like we said on the podcast, the importance of chemistry is not only on offense, but it's also on defense. Me and Tony have played a lot together, I think we know when to jump off and do other things. I was also noticing how Jeff was moving around while he was scrambling, when he would do things and when he would throw his either icons or short wraith throws. So it all just kind of, all the puzzle pieces kind of fell together with our chemistry versus what Phoenix D was doing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
just following up on that, that was one of my questions, whether it was like a pattern read or a role read, and I just want to give a shout out because Lem is the defensive player of the year for a reason. He's remembering these plays and he's making big reads out there. Go ahead, Wayne.
Oh yeah, no, I was just gonna echo the same thing that you said, and I just didn't want to forget Smith also made a big interception
Oh,
late
huge.
in that
Yeah,
first half. So those
yeah.
were two big stops that you guys put together when you guys really needed it. So yeah, great job, guys.
Yeah, shout out Ba and Lem for running that, that fourth man and being interchangeable.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out
Hell
Tony.
yeah.
Shout out Tony
And
being the most skilled player on both sides of the ball.
I wasn't. I might have missed it, but did we give love to Tony? Because Tony first
No,
half
that we were
was.
saving Tony for last. I think
You
we were
gotta
Oh,
save the
kind of
spicy leader for
trying to.
oh
last,
shit!
baby.
Oh,
We
That's
were trying
I'm
right.
to.
sorry.
We
I'm
didn't
sorry.
even get to
I'm
MA
just
yet.
enjoying the moment.
They're
Yeah, get
baiting.
to
They're
MA, dude.
baiting
Get
you.
to MA.
They're
They
baiting
really
I'm
want me
sorry.
to snap, bro. They're
I'm the
like,
guy
who's
that
not
ruins
talking
surprise
about it,
birthday
bro?
parties. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, this guy. Can we get to MA first before we get to
Yes,
Tony?
sir.
Let's go
M-
for it. Popgun squid.
oh, go ahead, Popcorn. Yeah.
Well, the question I was having was just more of an open question to myself. Who do you guys play next? Is that even confirmed yet, or is there
Yes,
still
they'll be playing the Toronto Triple Triples next
the
week.
Toronto Triple Triples? Okay.
We play TTT, and when I told Smith, he said, because I said, man, we've struggled against that team a little bit, and we played against them a lot. He said, you know what? That's who I wanted. So there you go.
Oh, I like that. Smith is back.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude. And so I want to ask my MA questions right now. So in terms of like development, like being a starter, making it out of the, getting a win in the playoffs, like, can you tell me about your journey from start to winning a playoff game? Like, how differently do you see the game now? And you can give kudos to whoever you want along the way.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a wild ride. It's honestly having Tony as captain. It's been pretty wild because he's not afraid to like call switches. He's not afraid to bring in bench players. He's not afraid to like do whatever lineup is best. And I was surprised. I thought I was just gonna be riding the bench, the whole regular season and everything. And then things changed. And then all of them just like gave me confidence throughout the regular season to keep playing, and they keep helping me develop. Like I said, Lim and Tony and Smith, they're all just like rooting for me the whole way, and they're just putting me in. And I think that shows the fact that I even played that first half in this playoff game. It shows one that how much everyone trusts each other here, and it shows two the level of confidence that they have. That they didn't even need to bring out the best lineup. We got to have basically a fun first half, and that's a call by Tony. So. I think that's the captain of the year right there. And I think there's a lot of stuff that happens on our end that not everyone else sees. But that's for sure captain of the year.
I agree.
There it is.
Behind the scenes captain of the year.
Is this a natural segue into Tony, or we got more MA
I got one.
questions?
I got one more MA question. So during the game, we were like, in awe of all the one-handed catches you made, MA. Were you trying to give Smith a heart attack or Tony a heart attack? And Smith, after MA responds, how did you feel about his one-handed catches?
So to be honest, I just don't think I don't think I play enough to get like really good muscle memory. And I rely a lot on everyone on the team kind of just helping me out throughout the game. And they just trust me to make adjustments as needed in the game. And I don't know, honestly, there's something to say. Like I felt fine but I guess I was playing differently. Like those catches, those one-handed fingertip catches on the tip of the index finger. I think that's just a nerves factor, and it's crazy to say, but I think NFL Blitz, it brings that out. Like, there's just something about it. Like you get nervous, you don't even realize it, and you're playing differently. And
You're being too
it
modest.
was
Those were just some showboating catches you
Yeah,
wanted to
that's
make
Odell
on the
Beckham
biggest
right
stage.
there. ODB.
It's a lot of fun. It's a good NFL Blitz life. You just don't want to let people down. And so I'm glad that I could get that last skin cell onto the ball to make sure the catch happens.
Yeah, I think those would have both been catches with the wide receiver range. Smooth
Yeah.
I don't think he dropped. He didn't
No,
drop
he
any,
He
didn't.
did
didn't
he?
drop them.
I'm
He did
saying, but
not.
they would have been, the second.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he just wanted to raise my blood pressure.
So
Yeah,
the first
right.
one, yeah, the first one raised.
So you better wake up, coach.
The first one got me a little bit. The second one, I was like, nah, he got me.
All right, that leads us
Potential
to
Ducks floor moment avoided.
Oh,
there it is.
no.
There it
Avoided
is.
though. Avoided.
That's right.
All right, so now
Also, Blue Squid sabotaged me because he got me playing Mario before this, and the rhythm is totally different. And I was ready. If this was Mario, I would have been making perfect jumps. I would have been doing the jump backs. I would have got extra
Right.
lives.
Now
But
you're
like,
jumping, dude.
Blue Squid he's on a mission of some sort. I don't know what it's about.
all right, that was our segue to go to Tony now, where we went from the show off one-handed catching to the sure-handed catches by Tony. Tony, you looked like your hands were made of glue tonight. Your first half explosive touchdowns in the first half. I think you had what, two of them, or maybe even three in the first half. What made it so easy to run those post routes against Phoenix D? And I think even in the second half, you guys were faced with a third or fourth and short, and Smith had full trust in you in this 90 icon or maybe just a spontaneous icon, but that secured the first down for you guys to keep going at a time when you guys really needed it. But yeah, Tony's what were your thoughts on that game against that defense, and and would you have been the wide receiver of the year if Smith was here all season?
I mean, it's not even arrogant speaking to say I would be, because I averaged like 300 plus yards a game every game with Smith. He's just really, really good. He turns plays that I would throw jump balls as quarterback into ints. He turns those into like icon completions. He's just really good. Every time he made a composed play tonight, we're like, damn, that's our quarterback. He just has no panic meter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad.
For getting open deep, I mean, I've played with Jeff enough that I know he's just not going to help one side on his team and against him. And I know Smith and I have the synergy that like I can run that. I think there was one that opened up top really late where like I can just keep running down, and if I hit the cut right, Smith will hit me right in stride.
Mm-hmm. You guys were playing with really great synergy there. Another thing I want to point out is that the difference between somebody that knows the spawn and somebody that knows how to catch it and get optimal yards. There's a couple of times where Tony got the catch and he got the first because of the optimal catch and then the boost right after. So I just want to point that small little detail out that makes Tony one of the great wide receivers of this league.
I appreciate the flowers. I mean, my arrogance isn't based on fantasy, you know. I average like 22 yards a catch. I'm the only one off career numbers. And I'm glad that my quarterbacks, whether it's Lem in the past, Smith this year, even Dan, that they'll trust me with a short route so that I can turn it into something big.
Yak King.
The final question I have, if this will wrap it up here, just previewing the next match against Toronto. We're talking about T.O. being a fantastic wide receiver. I believe the two times you guys played Toronto, T.O. had to be a quarterback, or Tavares Jackson, excuse me.
That's right.
So Smith, I don't think played against Toronto yet this season.
Mm-hmm.
Can we confirm that Smith will be available next game? And if so, do you think that'll give you guys the edge you need to get the win against them?
It really has kind of been a secret weapon. Even in preseason, I quarterbacked against him. It's kind of been an ongoing meme, to be honest. So I think Smith's ready to cook him up, and I'm hoping that I can hold my own on defense because it's what we're going to need against that team.
All right. I think we're done here then, unless there's any other closing thoughts. It's been.
I would like to share that I was fending off a bat while I was playing.
We heard it.
That's true. That's
He
true.
was
That's true.
literally attacked by a bat. Yeah.
What
'cause
time
he's
is
playing
it?
outside. It's like 6 a.m.
It's
6:40.
bat time.
Right now,
It is.
it is 6:40 a.m. The game
What is-
started at like whatever 5:30 a.m.
And what is the weather like this Wednesday morning?
Oh, it's beautiful. The sun is starting to come up. It's
Oh.
cresting over the hills. I see the shadow of the
Cresting.
hilltops.
Did
I
you
like
say
that.
cresting over
It's
the hills?
cresting, and there's a beautiful island breeze with no humidity.
There we
Just a
go.
cool breeze on my face. Just lovely.
It's the ocean breath, babe. You live in it.
All right,
So
guys.
sorry, my closing thoughts here would just be great season, guys, and that Lem, you may not be the only one waking up to this game just now, but yeah. Anyways, GG's everybody.
Okay, break up,
GG's.
dude. God bless. GG's.
GG.